I cut you off a little bit, but what made you want to fuck with conversation with Zoe?
I told you I felt like you were articulate and like the awareness we can bring together. I feel like it's
Right.
a good connection.
Yeah, they don't think you could do it, but tell you to try when they talk a lot. Hope had to keep it alive. Spend a day in the Bronx, but you wouldn't survive. Can be low when I pop out, they know I've arrived. I go have conversations with Zoe, he gon' tell me pull up and come say what you know. I've been up, I can count all them days in a row. We don't say what we do, we be making the show. They say I'll be
The voice of the Bronx. We have Bronx name with the guys that are out here. Can I get a yeah? Get it.
Yeah. Leave them all right where they at. Try to diss me, I bet I don't even react. Put a show on, I bet you somebody gon' yeah. I pick me a book up and drink me some water, invest in the stock. All them kids don't be bad.
All right, peace and love, world. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Zoe. We are here. We're in Soho, but we in Dyckman tonight.
Ooh,
You
I
know,
like
you
that.
know the vibes. We got La Reina de Dyckman with us tonight. We're gonna break this down one by one. Self-love.
Self-love. Ooh, you going for my bio.
Uh-huh.
So I had to learn to love myself, because sometimes you love other people more than you love yourself. And it's like those people aren't gonna hold you up when you fall down and you gotta
Right.
hold yourself up.
Sexy.
Sexy. I have to feel sexy because I had my times that I didn't like the things that God gave me, and they're here, they're mine. You have to enjoy and love every single part of your body. My
Right.
favorite part of my body used to be my legs, and now they're my boobs. And
Right.
that's like something that I had the biggest complex with.
Right.
You gotta feel sexy to be sexy and walk around sexy.
I like
You gotta
that.
feel it.
Awareness.
Awareness. I want to create awareness worldwide. I feel like the kids are our future. And as long as we focus on them at home, I mean, I don't say expect me to deliver what your kids need to listen. I
Right.
mean, deliver to your kids what your kids need to listen. Make sure you have those conversations with your kids. So my awareness is like, what do you eat every day? What makes you wake up every day healthy or live longer? What are you telling your kids to make them a better person for tomorrow and for someone else?
Right.
So awareness.
Right. You also said you haven't ate meat in 7 years.
I haven't ate meat in 7 years, and that's something that I put out there a lot. I share a lot. I tell people my transformation. I lost like 80 pounds in less than 8 months. No gym, no weights, no cardio,
Right.
just what you eat.
Right.
Makes a big difference. I dropped out of medical school because I felt like I was going to school to kill people,
Right.
and
Wow.
my grandfather passed, so that made me change my eating habit because of certain things that happened at the hospital that I witnessed. And it's like if my potassium is high, why are you feeding me a banana? And those are the things that I saw. So I learned how to feed myself to live a better life.
Right. What made you become a nurse?
Nurse, I'm not a nurse.
What made you want to become a nurse?
Okay, so I wanted stability. I was a young mom, and the medical field felt like something that was good. I was always going to be employed. I was always going to have a job. I was going to be able to provide for my family, my daughter. But just after being in there straight A's every time and sewing chicken breast up and thinking I had it and knowing inside me like I ain't even ready for the field, bro. And they were ready to throw me in the field, straight A student, and I was not ready for it, like at all. I felt like if I had somebody's life in my hands, it was in danger. And that's actually what happens when you go and put your life in these doctors' hands. It's like they're practitioners, so their level of experience matters a lot. The
Right.
doctor that came out of the hospital tomorrow is just going to practice on you whatever he learned on books, rather
Right.
than the one that's been doing it for 10 years already has the experience. Even though I don't trust on either of those, like the 10-year doctor or the 1-year doctor. Give me my diagnostic. I'm going to go take care of myself at home.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So do you believe in like Dr. Savvy and like
Oh,
natural
holistic.
home,
Holistic
holistic
medicine
healing?
all the way. That's me.
Right.
I'm eating 10 almonds for a headache. I'm not going to go buy a Tylenol. You feel me? I'm not popping pills.
Oh, you putting us
I
on
ain't a pill popper. You feel
early.
me?
Yeah.
I
10
can't.
almonds.
No pill popping animal. Facts. I'm popping 10 almonds for a headache. There's certain things that you could just do to fix your body. Like go on a fast, on a water fast for a day and watch your whole energy change.
Right. My man's was telling me that like that's the quickest way to get rid of cancer. And one of the ways is by fasting
Of course.
because the cancer eats off.
Listen, it's no cancer. No cancer can live in an alkaline body.
Right.
Eat your tomatoes.
Right.
you know?
Right. And he was telling me certain things because my mom has, uh, she had breast cancer in '05. Now she has it again. But he was like, yo, like, if you could get her to
She
make,
survived.
yeah,
My
she
dad
survived
passed
then.
with cancer.
Right. But now she Honestly, I thought she was out of here, but she made the changes, and you see a whole different person.
Of
You know,
course.
and I had to tell her like, listen, it's your life. You're gonna do whatever you want. I can't tell you how to live, but I'm just saying like, you can't be eating fried chuletas and Burger King, and
Nah.
it's just not. You 61 now. It's just not for you no more.
My friends tell me, "Oh, you're gonna die of something." All right, but I ain't gonna be dying on the bed, struggling, crying, my pain, my this. I seen my dad struggle while he was dying
Right,
because he passed with cancer, you know.
right,
And I seen my dad go through a struggle.
right,
I don't want to die like that. I don't want to die crying on my bed, like, "Oh my God, I can't take this pain." No, I want to die in peace.
right.
You know,
Well, when
in
did
my
your father
sleep.
pass away?
June 2021.
Recently, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
almost three. Right. So, how has that affected you?
Uh, Tremendously.
Right,
You know, that was a best friend of mine. Like my own brothers, my sibling says that I was more of like the son than they were.
right,
You know, because of our relationship.
right,
Um, I rebelled a lot in my teenage years because of certain things that I saw that my dad did that I was like, what the heck? I didn't understand them.
yeah,
But then after you grow older, you're like, oh shit, I get it now, you know?
yeah. He was Bobby Boy.
Listen, my dad, to tell you that I was raised like a boy, you know?
Right, right, right,
I was raised like a boy. If you have like deep conversations with me on aside from here, you'll be like, yeah, like you're giving very much guy energy, which is something that I struggled with in relationships because
right. We're gonna get there.
you feel me?
I'm gonna take care of you. We're gonna get there. We got cars and real estate.
Cars and real estate. So I lived in New York. I lived in Rhode Island, but I was born and raised in New York. When I came back from Rhode Island, I got into the car business. I was a broker out here. I still am. I'm a broker. You know, I'll probably have a sale or two going on in the month, but nothing like what I was doing back in 2018. I mean, I was selling 50 cars a month. You got to
Right.
be an elite salesperson for that.
Facts.
Yeah. So I got that title.
Right. Real estate.
Real estate. I've been into real estate since I could remember. So in Dominican Republic, what me and my family we do is we invest in properties, we invest in land, we rebuild, we rent them out. Um, like I said, ever since I can remember, I was 9 years old sitting on staircases that were being built. I know what if I see a construction, I know what this is gonna be. I know what that's gonna be because I know before it even has the structure of
Right.
staircases. Like it doesn't look like stairs when they're being built,
Right. Right.
So I
Right.
have pictures of me being 9 years old on brand new constructions. That's something that I always did. When I lived in New York, I had my own office with me and my kids. So we knocked down the walls from scratch, built it back up, and I opened up my own office here in the Heights, Washington Heights, not
Right.
Inwood Heights, Washington Heights.
Right.
I had my own real estate office for a few years as well. So right now I'm in the Dominican Republic, and that's where I'm investing in real estate now.
Right. Dominican and Haitian.
Yes.
Is there a conflict there, or you love them both?
I love them both. I don't have a conflict. I wish that shit would end because what the fuck is the point, bro? Like,
I want you to touch on that a little bit. What's going on with that? Like, from your understanding, what is it?
it sucks because a lot of people consider that they're not racist in the Dominican Republic, and it's like, come on, we're just really delusional, Like the whole non-racism things is like, it's true. We grew up with the no dañe la familia, meaning don't ruin the family, like don't bring somebody
Right.
dark skin or don't bring somebody with
Right.
bad hair or don't.
Right.
And it's like, what kind of fucking like we need therapy as Dominicans. Dominicans need fucking therapy. We all need therapy, like
Right.
from the smallest to the biggest, and we need to drop all them traumas that we have
Right.
from the back then.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My first relationship, I was very naive, and I feel like I wasn't a New Yorker. I was a Dominican in my first relationship. Like I thought very much like the people from the '60s, like my mom and my pops,
Right.
because that's who I was raised like. I feel like we need to drop those thoughts from the '60s and the '50s that we think that. I mean, at the end of the day, Haitians freed our island. Like, who do you think freed us?
Right.
You feel me? Like from slavery, really. We
Right.
would have all been fucked.
Right.
So it's like, be grateful. What does a skin color have to do? If you see my great grandmother, she's dark as fuck, right?
Right.
We have the same face features. We just have a different skin color.
Right.
What makes us different? A
Right.
skin color? We're different people. She's probably a better person than I am. Or was because she passed. She
Right.
probably was a better person than I was.
Right.
And that's how I look at her. Because she taught me things that I know. So I look at it as she was a better person than I was. We need therapy. Point is, take
Right.
Dominicans to therapy. We need to drop them traumas. We need to change our perspectives and and see things for what they are and stop being freaking delusional because we need
Right.
help.
Right.
It needs to end.
I grew up. My family's from Honduras, so I grew up with a lot of people my complexion. But then I go to Honduras and I see people that look like you, right? But then a lot of my friends, shout out to Omar, who's from Monte Plata, and all of them. Like I grew up in a Dominican household too, with my neighbors and everybody. And I seen mad people my complexion, maybe even a little more darker. You know what I mean? So I've been to DR mad times. I've seen it. I've experienced it. People thought I was Haitian. My name was Lorenzo, and they called me Zoe. So it's like that kind of gives off that, what I mean, that vibe that, oh, maybe he's Haitian. You
I
feel me?
thought
But-
so.
Right. Yeah, but I'm Honduran, so but listen, I claim it all. We all one, you know what I mean? We all got the same ancestry. So at the end of the day,
Indigenous and African,
right,
bro. Like,
so-
where does everybody think we come from?
right.
Kong is not a Dominican plate. It's an African plate. And I love my sticky rice.
Right.
You feel me? But it's not a Dominican plate. Plantains, they come from Africa.
Right.
We're indigenous. I mean, Thanksgiving, yeah, I'm thankful for a lot of things, but I didn't really celebrate it this year because I celebrated all my life. I saw somebody post, we've been celebrating Thanksgiving all our lives. Now people want to talk about we're not celebrating Thanksgiving because I'm not celebrating slaughtery or this and slaughter. And
Right.
dude, when I was 5, I thought Santa was real.
Right.
Now I don't know. I know Santa's not real.
Right.
So when I was 5, I was celebrating Christopher Columbus discovered America. Now I know he didn't discover America. Why would I continue doing the same thing
Right.
when I already know different perspectives? We need to open our eyes.
Right.
A lot of people are blind, walking around. Oh, well, I was told this and that's what it is. Have you ever heard of doing your own research?
Right. Educate yourself.
Educate
right?
yourself is only going to take time. It's not going to cost you a thing. I mean, it can cost you if you go to college,
Right.
But if you grab a book, Google is free. And don't go by Google. Go deep, 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 deep.
Right.
It's like when you go to a doctor. Don't just get one opinion. This doctor might tell you have pneumonia. You go to the next doctor and that's not even what you have.
Right.
I could tell you by experience because that's what doctors do.
Right. Dyckman versus the Heights.
Dyckman is the Heights.
Right.
But it's Inwood Heights, not Washington Heights.
Right.
There's a difference. Back then, nobody wanted to say they were from Dyckman as far as girls, because that's where all the setup girls used to come from, I told you.
Y'all was lining people up.
Well, yeah, it's too many people. I was inside my house.
Right.
But I was repping Dyckman to the fullest because I played ball for Dyckman. I played softball for Dyckman.
Right.
So to me, I wasn't a part of that.
Right.
But a lot of people didn't like to rep Dyckman because of the reputation that the girls from Dyckman used to have.
What does this setup look like?
A setup?
Yeah.
Man, listen. It was girls there was people, I'm talking about people dropping dead because girls were literally making believe they were with these guys and have guys run up in their cribs. And there's a couple guys that ended up dead in Dyckman, because of these
Right.
girls. And it's sad because at the end of the day, sell drugs, but it's why are you taking some shit you're not even working for, bro?
Right.
I feel like God forgives, you could sin. God is there's mercy and there's judgment. You know what I mean? And you're going to get mercy from God. He can also pass judgment on you.
Right.
But it's my grandmother said this shit once. It was an ex of mine selling, he was on TV. The cops were looking for him. And she was like, he don't do anything wrong. He's not killing or stealing from anybody.
Right.
Yeah, he's selling drugs, but people go to him to buy it. It's not like he's going to them to take it,
Right.
So it's you're working. Why you got to come and take my shit that I worked for? I find that real out of pocket. I hope that I would never encounter some shit like that,
Right. I can see that. I see you mentioned God a lot.
That's disrespectful. God is number one. He guides me. You feel
Right.
me?
He's the plug.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
I've been talking to him since I was a little girl, man.
That's
I
a
have
fact. We
conversations
can
with
vouch
God
for
by
that.
myself.
That's a fact.
I don't have to go to church for that. I have a personal relationship with
Oh.
him.
Yo, listen, Dior, made in Dior, my son. I was just talking to you about this earlier today. This is your confirmation. Watch this episode because I told you. He's 25. I told him, bro, put God first.
That's it.
Find a way. 2024, work on that relationship with him. I grew up Catholic. I
Me
went
too.
to confirmation because I was told to. I went to communion.
I went to Catholic school, bro.
All that. We was told, but they never taught us how to bond with God.
And I had that from the get. Like I had that in me, inside me.
Right.
Thank God.
I learned that at 19, 20. When life started to go left, I caught myself like, what's the one thing you don't have, bro? A relationship with God. And that's what I've been working on.
That's why a lot of people fail, because a lot of people who live life like they don't sit and think, what would God be okay with this shit? Like I told you earlier, you think I've ever cheated? I've never cheated in my life. You know why? Because a lot of girls, they get cheated on and they turn around and they'll be like, I'm gonna get my lick back. That's their first thing. I'm gonna get my lick back. What
I'm a
lick,
fucking cousin.
what lick are you fucking getting, bro? Like
Right.
you look stupid now. Now you got your pussy touched by these both of these guys. Like now you got fucked on. They're not gonna take you serious. So
Right.
what you really got back?
Right.
Looking stupid and now being called a thot. Cousins cousins fucked you.
Right.
That's not my lick back. My lick back is you wanted to be in my life forever now. Access denied. Try again. You can't come back. You know.
Right. I heard you love nature.
I love nature a lot.
Yeah.
I love nature a lot.
Yeah.
Everything nature.
Right. What about nature intrigues you?
I love grounding. I need that connection with earth. You know, a lot of people don't know that they need the sun every day. That's going to give you the energy you want. Start your day bright. I'm always positive. I'm an optimistic person. A lot of people don't believe in astrology, but I'm a Sagittarius. They say a lot of Sagittarius are very optimistic. I'm very optimistic, and I feel like earth is going to give you the answers you need. You just got to ask the universe, direct yourself, vibrate higher frequency, you know?
Right.
What do I love about nature? Come on. We grow marijuana from dirt.
Right.
And it's a medicinal herb. It cures you. It gives you everything we need.
Right. I like that. Do you have sex outdoors?
Yes. I have sex anywhere.
Right.
Outdoors even better.
Right.
Of course.
What does outdoor sex do for you?
Man.
You want like your feet in the dirt, or how does it work?
Like, it doesn't have to be feet in the dirt. Like, let's say jacuzzi, like on the corner of a jacuzzi.
Right.
It's just like the air hitting you, the thought of somebody maybe looking at you. You want to perform. You know what I mean? It's like having sex outside is like you want to perform. It's like you're having a scene.
Right.
You know? I'm telling you, the right freaking production set, y'all gonna get me on camera doing what it gotta do. It's just gonna take the right set, though. It gotta be the right production.
Right. And you said you haven't done any boy-girl.
No. Right. No boy-girl scenes. So I have girl on girl scenes, but nothing really triple X, I want to say. And there's no boy on girl. But like I said, if it's the right production, the right set, there's a company that just reached out to me. I'm gonna fully disclose the information pretty soon.
Yeah, we spoke about that off camera. Appreciate that little inside scoop.
You know, yeah. So Playboy, shout out to Playboy. I just got scouted.
Right.
And I feel like if they get me on the right set, the right production, I've never even showed pussy on OnlyFans. I will show it on Playboy. Why not? Right. That doesn't, it's like me being naked on camera, is not going to establish who I am as a person. And that's why I want people to understand. Like, be freed. I lived for a lot of other people in the past. I tried to live up to my mom's, what she wanted from me, you know? Right. I tried to live up to what my dad wanted from me, my grandmother. And I wasn't happy until I lived up for me, because I knew that at the end of the day, no matter what I'm doing, it's like my kids can't say I brought a different man in the house every day. You know, like I'm not out here being a thot, like what people consider thots. Like you can see me on the internet and I might have this character where you're like, look at this bitch. This bitch getting fucked every day by 10 different, you know?
Right.
I feel
That's
like
not a fact.
It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter to me because
it doesn't matter and it's not a fact.
You know, it's not a fact and it doesn't matter. You know why? I care less to change people's perspective of me because I'm happy being who I am. So I started living for myself. Right. And that makes me happy.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
I love that for you. What's your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory. Damn, my dad trying to teach me how to swim. I still don't know how to swim.
Right.
Fuck
me
up.
neither.
Fuck.
We gotta get there. We gotta go to.
I need to learn, man. I need classes. I need classes.
Right.
My earliest childhood memory. I was probably like 3, 4. I don't know. I feel
like you do a lot of water stuff, or you.
I do. I'm.
What's up? Like
I'm adventurous. Yo, you will see me in boats, no life vest on, middle of the ocean, talk about the corner of the boat, jumping, everything, and they're like, you can't swim. And I'm like, no. And I don't care if I'm going to fall. Like, I know I'm going to come back up. I'll panic after a little while. I'll doggy paddle. Like, I can defend myself, but don't leave me in the middle of the ocean. I'm going to die.
Right. I mean, listen, I think 2024 is the year to learn.
It is.
For the both of us.
I agree.
Right.
I agree. I just went for my birthday to this ecological hotel, and they had some surfers there. And I told this lady, I was like, "Do you guys give classes? Because I can't even swim, but I would love to surf, you know."
Right.
So I think I'm gonna get into
I
it.
can see you surfing.
Yeah,
That'd
I see
be
myself
fire.
surfing.
That'd
be
cool.
really fire.
Yeah.
Imagine me surfing on the gram this next year. That would be fucking
La
dope.
Patrona out there.
That'd be dope.
That'd be
for real.
dope. How was high school?
La
perra.
La más perra.
La perra.
Yo, so that's this girl from VH1 developed that name for me.
Right.
I had already graduated high school though when she developed it. In high school, I was the girl from, all right, so I did high school in Dominican Republic, New York, and Rhode Island.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I was a freshman, I asked my mom, I wanted to go to Dominican Republic. Before being a freshman, I was in 8th grade. I wanted to go to Dominican Republic. I didn't want to live here. This has been my goal ever since I was a little girl. I knew where I wanted to be, you know?
Right.
And that's where I live now.
Right.
And she sent me out there. My freshman year, I was out there. And then my sophomore year, that's when I have my first child. A lot of people don't know that.
Sophomore year what?
High school.
Oh, shit.
Yes. So in Dominican Republic, when you're, hey, don't do no math.
No.
In Dominican Republic.
This is not verbal math. This is mental math. So this is okay. This is mental math. Right? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, she's big.
Right.
So when I have my baby in Dominican Republic in private school, you're not allowed to be pregnant.
Right.
You know, if you're in school, you can't be pregnant.
Right.
So unless you go to public school. In public school in Dominican Republic,
it's not worth it.
No, it's sad. I want to work on that. But so they kicked me out of school. I have to come back to the US to be able to go back to school because I want to finish school. It's not like I want to drop out. I'm not willing. I was always a straight A student. Like that's one thing. I'm a scholar. Like I was an alpha student in New York City. Like I had ceremonies for awards, like, you know, everything. All right. So I come back to New York and I was approved to go to Humanity High School before I left.
Right.
When I go there, they're like, well, you can't come in because that was like 2 years ago. We sent you an approval letter, you know? We can't accept you now and we don't even have space. It's like mid-year. So the school that pertained to my area, which is Dyckman, was Kennedy High School.
Oh, Kenny up there, 231st.
Oh,
ooh,
my
baby.
God.
My grandmother lived up there on Mobile Hill Projects.
Listen, that was probably the worst school they could send me to. Everybody in Dyckman was in this school. Everybody in Dyckman was like on the 5th or 4th floor cutting class every freaking day. My cousin was like, oh, why you ain't cutting class with us? Listen, I ain't coming to school to waste my time. I'm having a baby. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you think I'm coming to school? No. So I decided to leave and I hit up my neighbors from Dominican Republic. I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing in Rhode Island? Like, what's up with y'all? They're like, yo, we got a job. We got a little part-time. We go to school. We got a hoopty. I'm like, I ain't nobody trying to take no freaking bus or train to school. I'm out. So I leave to Rhode Island.
Right.
Listen, 2 months in, I got my little apartment. I'm in school. My daughter's chill, daycare. I got a car. I had a job. Everything in like a matter of 2-3 months, you know?
Right.
So I went to school in Rhode Island. Now I'm the girl from New York. I used to come to I had a car from the auction, but my shit was like a brand new car. It was 3 years old.
Right.
I'm not gonna give you the years. It was a 3-year-old car, Honda Accord. It was a Honda Accord coupe.
Hondeezy?
It was a Honda Accord coupe. My best friend at the time, her twin brother, used to like steal rims and radio and seats. That nigga hooked my whole car up. Like my shit was brand new with all stolen items.
Right.
Bad for business, but hey. So I was coming to school, mind you, back then, dunks wasn't a thing. I was the girl in school that everybody knew for the dunks. I loved dunks all my life.
Right.
I was a sneakerhead then. Every week I used to have to come like with different freaking sneakers. I used to match my book bag and my jackets. I was a girl from New York, so I had the Yankee jackets matching my 7s.
Right.
You know, my bunnies, like the Olympics.
Your belt,
yo,
too,
yeah, the name belt. It was the name belt.
Yeah.
I had my Olympics to match with this nice Yankee jacket that everybody remembers me in high school for that Yankee jacket because it was like, oh, the girl from New York.
Right.
And then I used to come bumping my music. I didn't have registration, insurance, or a license back then. So the officer from school came and took me out of class one day and decided to tow my car to the house because, of course, I wasn't legit.
Right.
Mr. Maney, which was one of my teachers, tried to say that girls can't do push-ups. It was a challenge. I did push-ups with him. He's a military veteran.
Right.
Dude broke his dislocated his shoulder doing push-ups with me in class. That was high school for me. Like, it was fun, you know? It was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. It was cool.
But
I graduated. And I called my mom to come pick up my diploma.
Right.
Because like I said, I was living to live up to my mom's expectations, not to
Right.
mine.
Right.
I'm happier now that I'm living to my own expectations.
Are you still cool with your baby daddy?
So I am. I'm
Right.
cool with both of them. I have different baby daddies. They're two different baby daddies.
Yeah.
My kids are 6 years apart. My first baby daddy was my first everything, my first boyfriend, my first everything.
Was that your first time?
Yeah.
First time pregnant out the gate.
No. We were together for 2 years.
All right.
Oh no, we were together for 2 years before I had my baby. And together for almost 6. But something that I've never spoke on any other platforms because I don't like to become a victim, but it was a lot of domestic violence in the relationship. And I used the excuse of, you're cheating on me, I'm leaving. I'm not going to go through what my grandmother put up with or my mom or my dad has kids my age. My grandfather has kids outside of the marriage. My uncle cheated on my aunt with like a cousin, you know, like it's like a lot of history in my family of cheating. And I was like, I used that as an excuse because I was too embarrassed to speak about domestic violence in my house with my family. So I used it as an excuse, as you're cheating, I'm leaving, I'm not taking this, I'm not gonna put up with this, I'm out.
Right.
To this day he hates me, but I think that we're cool. I'm cool with him because I have no hate towards him, but he felt like I was gonna put up with his shit forever. He never thought I was gonna leave, so I feel like that's why he hates me. No animosity though. I mean, I say hi, bye, you know, and whatever, co-parent as much as co-parenting is.
Has he tried to shoot his shot?
Oh yeah. When I was with my son's father, like, oh, leave him and let's get back together. That's why he hates me to this day. Because, like I told you, the worst thing you could do to a man is deny their access. You don't have to go cheat on a man. I've never cheated on a man. I don't have to do that. You deny the access, that man's going to hate you forever or love you forever or whatever the case is. To this day, he wants to be back with me. And that's not happening. So that's why he hates me.
Right.
My son's father sent me a serenade at like 4 a.m. about 2 weeks ago. I hit him up the next day, like, were you drunk or something, bro? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, yeah, we smoke together. He comes over, whatever. We could smoke a blunt, but go home. Bye. You know, keep it moving.
Right.
That's it.
So honestly speaking, when's the last time he hit?
Who? My son's father?
Yeah.
My son's 15 years old. I left him when my son was 6 months old. He never hit a day again in my life.
Say that.
A day. Not a kiss, not a touch me. No,
So once you
contrary. He has a kid, his kid is like 7.
Right.
And when he was with his son's mom, I remember he came to see my son one day and he had the girl in the car and I was like, tell Shorty to come upstairs. I sent to get some beers, sat her in the crib. Like when I got with him, he had 2 kids. And his son's mom didn't want to let him see his son. And I'm the type of mother that I'm like, your kid has nothing to do with that. You know, you're harming your child more than you're harming the father by not letting your child see his father. And don't let your child know what his father is, good or bad. Let your child see that for themselves.
Right.
You don't tell a kid because you're gonna harm your child's head. And that's why I said a lot of people need therapy and they don't even understand it. Like a lot of moms, bitter baby moms, I hate that shit. I could never be a bitter baby mom. Like, how you gonna hold your kid from their father? There's fathers that want to see their kids, and the moms, because they're not with the father, won't let the father see the child. You're hurting your child. Are you really a good mother? You're hurting your child. I don't care what good mother you feel you're doing. You're showering your kid. You're feeding them. You're being a bad child mom because you're affecting that child mentally for the future.
Listen, if you haven't gone to the bathroom yet, please go to the bathroom because refill your drink, get some ice, bring a tub of ice because the amount of awareness, right? That's why I wanted to bring this up because we touched on domestic violence, we touched on the nature, we touched on earth, we touched on so many things so far, and we just scratching the surface. But I think the beautiful thing about having you here today is clearing up misconceptions. You know, like we don't know. Like there's people that think things about me that don't know me.
Of course.
Like yeah, like I really am a positive person, just like you, bro. I just see the good in things. I've been through so many negative things that I know that I am what I put my energy into.
Exactly.
So if I don't give that my energy, then that's not me and that doesn't consume me. So what's gonna consume me is the good. So when you see conversation with Zoe and my nonprofit and all these things, that's where my energy is.
I love it.
And that's what matters to me.
I love it.
Everything else is
It's
feel me?
happening around you, but not for you or to you. You feel
Exactly.
me?
Exactly.
Let it happen. Let it go. Let it be.
So this is good because social media is one thing and real life is another. People may say something on Instagram and think the worst without knowing how dope the person really is.
You know, of course, my boobs has made me the person I am on social media, right?
Right.
And people wouldn't know that when I broke up with my daughter's father, I was a virgin when I got with that man. And when I left him, that I was like, I'm not taking this abuse anymore. And I went to my family and I was like, well, he's cheating. That's it. Like, I'm not taking cheating. Like, I saw you stay with my grandfather after he had 2 kids outside the marriage. I don't want to go through that, and I use that as an excuse.
Right.
But even after all of that, him telling me, oh, you're never going to find someone. Look at your tits. Look, like my tits used to be like 2 bee stings, Of course, they sag now because they're freaking double Ds.
Right.
Your tits are saggy. Ain't nobody going to want you. And this and this and that, and try to like negative talk me so much. And I turned out from there and I was like, I didn't bring what I had in that relationship into my next relationship. Like my son's father, he can say, like to this day, I love the relationship I had with that woman. I fucked up. You know what I mean? He could tell you, he'll tell you, I fucked up. And I say that to say this, like, nothing that happens in the world to you is made to break you. It's made to make you a better person. Like, switch that bitch around and turn around and be like, this is what I came to do.
Right.
Because if you don't experience that, how can you evolve?
Right.
If I wouldn't have experienced that, I wouldn't have known that can happen to me. But yet, I still walk forward with the faith that I know that better is meant for me. Like, does it make sense?
It makes total sense.
Okay.
It makes total sense.
You can't, don't bring it into your next relationship. Whatever happens to you in your last, leave that shit in the past.
Right.
Learn from it and go.
We're moved by faith. You feel me?
Listen, man, you have no idea.
We move by faith out here.
I do.
mean?
Everything I do.
Yes.
I put my faith in God. Like, whatever I put my hands in. I walked over here. I came over here today. I'm always running late. Like, I don't know why. Steve Harvey says successful people are always running late. I'm trying to work on that. Literally trying to work on that. I thought I was going to be 15 minutes, 20 minutes behind. But.
Right. That west side traffic got you.
I knew that when I got here, this shit was gonna be immaculate though, like beyond good. Like,
no, absolutely.
I'm like, I was looking forward to the good things that were gonna happen. I was ignoring the fact that we were in traffic for freaking 30 minutes. I was forget about that. I was looking forward to. Damn, I just noticed your hat.
Let's go. That's why I turned it around. Move by faith. Shout out to my guys, Ski Flea. Those are my boys. Absolutely. What era of Dyckman are you from?
90s, early 2000s?
Right.
Yeah. Man, that was a different era, I tell you. Listen, one time in the 90s, my hood was crazy. One time in the 90s, I woke up in the middle of the night because they were burning the garbage cans and cars in the corner of my house.
Wow.
In the 90s. Shit was wild back then. I look at people now and they're like, oh yeah, we sold this, we sold that. They turn around, go in the priest, and then they telling all their friends. Isn't that shit crazy?
Right.
Isn't that shit crazy? Yeah. Back then it wasn't like that, bro. Right. Like really, like your name held weight because of how you moved. And it's like, because it's like a lot of people want to be street nowadays. You get yourself in the street, you get caught up, and dude is pissing on himself, shitting on himself. What the hell you want to be outside for? Stay in your house. Right. Listen to your parents. Why do you want to be outside for? After you in jail, you over there shitting bricks and shook. And who am I going to tell on? What do I know of this person so I could tell on this person? Yo, you know what's crazy? The other day, I get questioned at the airport. I'm always traveling, right? So I get stopped. And not the TSA, but the customs border patrol people go, oh, I'm coming from London and I'm flying into New York. I don't even live in New York, but I'm flying into New York. Right. And they're like, oh, you left the country such and such amount of times this year. What do you do? And I'm like, I'm a social media influencer. I do social media stuff. I work on social media. And they asked me for my cousin because my cousin's boyfriend is on the run for whatever reason that I have no clue about because I don't even have contact with her. I don't have her social media. I don't have her number, her nothing. Point is that I show them, I'm like, you want me to show you? I could show you my Instagram. They were like, oh, what's your Instagram name? I'm like, I could show it to you. Why do I have to give it to you? You want to look at my pictures? I could show them to you. That's kind of creepy, I told them. Mm-hmm. Well, point is that her boyfriend got caught like a week or two later, and they showed him a picture of me in the airport showing my phone. And she's like, oh, because you said because you said where we were, or I don't know what, they went to look for us in Mexico and found us. I'm like, bitch, I didn't have your number. I didn't know your location. I didn't know you were in fucking Mexico. I didn't know where the fuck. I haven't spoke to you in like 2-3 years. All I told them was I did social media. I said, you want to see my Instagram? I haven't spoke to her in this amount of years. As soon as I left there, I called your sister. I said, listen, if Shorty is following me, tell her to unfollow me. How the heck, what immunity am I looking for? I don't do anything. Like, this is the thing.
Right.
If y'all out here in these streets and don't even know your laws, to think that somebody that doesn't even have anything on you or doesn't need to seek immunity is snitching on you, y'all motherfucking in these streets lost.
Right.
Like, do your homework, learn your laws, learn what you can and cannot say when they pull you over or when they put you in that investigation room. They put you in that little questioning room. If you want to be in these streets, that's the era I come from. If you want to be in these streets, prepare yourself for these streets.
Right.
Like, it's very easy. You know, you have amendments. You know, you have rights. Like, you could be outside violating the law and still beat the law. Y'all don't have to be putting other people in jail.
Right.
I'm just saying.
You just gotta know what's up. You gotta know what you
Let's
signed
stay
up
home.
for.
A lot of these people need to stay home
That's
and go to
me.
school.
You know me? I'm the king of the sidewalks. Feel me? I was inside. I was out the way.
Bro,
I'm from the South Bronx.
Listen, how do I put this? My mom, if you see my mom, you would never think I was going to be outside. I wasn't outside. I had to be 18 before I hit the block. Before I was able to go smoke a blunt outside, I was 18. I wasn't outside, you know?
Right.
And I had my daughter already.
Right.
You know, like,
Right.
I couldn't hit outside.
Life already hit you early.
And I couldn't be outside on the block because that was something that I didn't get raised to. You know, my mom didn't raise me like, no,
Right.
you have to prepare yourself. So no matter what, I wanted to be outside. I was still going to school. No matter what, I wanted to go and smoke a blunt downstairs. And I sell it, but go downstairs and smoke a blunt. I wanted to go and build my credit. I was outside telling the people on the block, yo, y'all know y'all pitching and all that, but that little $250 y'all making, go build your credit. Maybe y'all can invest in something, you know? Maybe
Right.
y'all can use that credit and do something. You don't need liquid cash for everything, you know?
Right.
But hey, what am I talking about now?
You was giving them game early.
No, that's
You was
facts.
giving them game. What are some of your non-negotiables?
Non-negotiables. My non-negotiables. If I caught you in a lie, like automatically, like at the first week or whatever, like I don't even want to keep pushing, you know? Like there's petty lies. People lie about stupid shit. Like, no lying. I don't like lies. Like if I caught you in a lie, it's just like you could want to go and fuck around. But if I caught you cheating, it's like that's it. Like I ain't even interested no more. Like, ugh, like you trying to play with my intelligence, you know?
Right.
Like lies is like, ugh, no.
So would that be the same as what your turnoffs are?
Totally.
So what turns you on?
Interest. Be interested in me. Be on top of me. Send me flowers. Call me. Check on me. How's your day? You know, gifts. Like
Right.
make sure you want me to notice you.
Right.
There's a lot of girls nowadays. It's like the other day I was talking to this guy and he's like, yeah, I want to eat you out. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? We haven't even chilled the first time. And it's like, yeah, I know you for like 8 years, but we haven't even chilled the first time. Like, you don't even know how I smell.
Right.
You know, like you haven't seen me in like 4 years. Like, what do you mean you want to eat me out?
Right.
The fuck? Like that does not turn me on.
Right.
But these girls are operating on, hey, how much you want? Give me a stack. And it's like, girl, how is your vagina even wet by the time you get to the fucking action? Because it's like, what?
Right. Where's the chemistry?
Where? I need foreplay.
Right.
And let me tell you, I get wet by you buying me a gift and knowing that you went to the store to buy yourself a pair of jeans or something, and I saw this bra and I thought it would look nice on you. It don't even have to be a bag, you know?
Right.
It's just something thoughtful that, oh shit, he was outside buying for himself, but he's thinking about me. So obviously I'm on his mind. You don't even got to call me to let me know that I'm on, you know what I mean? That you're thinking of me.
Right.
Interest. I love that shit.
Interest. So we could go to the Cheesecake Factory? You cool with that?
Listen, that freaking whole list of where you can't, them bitches can't even cook. What are you talking about? Who wants to take you out? Like, what are you even talking about? These
love
these
that.
bitches probably can't even cook. Like some of these
Right.
girls don't even know how to wipe their asses the right way, to be honest. And it's like, y'all can't be taken where? What? Honestly, I'm a type of appetizer girl in the Cheesecake Factory just because I like to cook at home. You don't even got to take me to dinner. Like I said, I'm worried about other things. Like, let's have conversations. What can we invest in? How can we grow together? Like,
Yeah.
and it's like, I'm afraid of even taking that conversation to everybody because not everybody can handle that.
Right.
You know? But I like to cook at home. Cheesecake has a lot of frozen plates. Like they're going to take it out the freezer and put it in a pot. Me,
Right.
I'd rather take the shits from my garden and put it in a pot.
Right.
You know? But these bitches talking about you can't go to Cheesecake Factory. Do y'all even know how to cook?
Right.
Which camera am I gonna look at?
Uh-huh.
Do y'all even know how to cook?
Yeah, talk nice.
What y'all cooking?
Uh-huh.
What's in your fridge?
Uh-huh.
Do you even have anything in your fridge? Like,
Right.
these girls sometimes don't even, they have not even bottles of water. And you over here talking about you can't go to the Cheesecake Factory? Sis, go buy yourself some food.
Right.
And put it in the fridge.
Right.
So you're not worried about the food that the guy can bring to the table. Be the table.
Yes.
Christ.
And part of being the table is putting some
On the table.
Talk to me
Slow
nice.
as fucking yo.
Talk to me nice.
They slow.
I love this.
It's like a lot of girls, they have nothing going for themselves yet, expect so much.
Right.
And I'm just like,
Right.
I always look to, like, no guy that was ever with me can say that I depended on them.
Right.
You know, because I always look to prepare myself. And it's like, yeah, my first, he probably could say because I was like young as fuck when I was with him, you know? But then other than that, I always wanted, like, my mom taught me and raised me that I always want to have my own.
Very tasty, cheesy, oniony, all of the above.
One word to describe it, scrumptious, right? We from the town, so we just gonna say pause first, but it melts in your mouth. You just love it. You know what I'm saying? I wear this shirt to sleep. How much I love 7th Street Burger, man. It's near and dear to my heart. You see the logo? It's near to my heart. That's how we do it, man. Peace.
When I used to say, oh, I like that car, my mom used to say, well, make sure you're on the driver's side and not the passenger side.
Right.
Cheesecake Factory. You can't take me to the Cheesecake Factory. Bitch, I probably walk in your house and you have dirty laundry as soon as I step in. Stank ass. Like, please. It be the stankiest girls, all prettied up, and their house is dirty. They leave their houses.
In the projects.
They live in the projects.
Yo.
Let's not even talk about living in the projects.
Hold on.
Chanel bag, walking out the projects is crazy
Right.
to me. Like, bitch, you ain't got no stocks. What's your portfolio looking like? You ain't got shit, and you walking out the fucking projects.
Shit.
You walking out the projects with a Chanel bag, sis? I don't need
and
the bag.
a foreign poodle. Yo.
Y'all are crazy.
Listen,
Where are your goals?
I
Like,
tweeted the other day. I said, this is that.
beauty don't last forever.
It don't.
Keep that shit in mind, bitches.
Listen, this is that foreign jacket, foreign dog, walking back to the
Talk to me
projects
about
weather.
this. Talk to me about this. What's up with all these kids in high school wearing Gucci belts, Gucci shoes, Moncler coats? Well, y'all so rich. Why y'all parents don't have y'all in a better educational place? Because y'all all going to motherfucking poverty-ass rural area schools, public schools, okay? What's up with that? Why are y'all wearing all this designer shit? Y'all got all this money. Where's your education? By the time y'all even make it to 10th, 11th grade, y'all ain't even gonna graduate because you worried about being on the block making, I get goosebumps. My hairs are standing up right now. Like,
Popping your shit.
what the fuck is up with this generation, bro? All these rich high school students with no money in the bank so that when they turn 18, their parents are just pushing them to be in the streets to get that money to keep up with the look. But y'all didn't invest in that education for them tomorrow to be prepared for whatever the fuck they want to get. What's up with this generation
It's
for real?
backwards. So I work at a high school in
Yo,
Dyckman.
look, I'm so like.
I
Don't tell me you work at 52.
work at 52.
I went to 52.
And we're
I graduated from. I was an alpha student in 52. Is there still an alpha floor on that school? In that school?
I know there's 52. There's Inward Early College.
So in 52, there's a thing called alpha. Ask them what alpha is if it still exists. I was an alpha student and I was always in A1. A1 was the best class of the entire school.
Right.
And I was in an A1 from 5th to 8th grade.
I'm gonna tap in. I work at 52.
In 8th grade, I asked my mom, send me to DR.
Right.
I don't want to be here. I had so many bitches. I had this girl that hated on me in that school. And I was just like, I don't even need to get into that. I didn't understand why girls didn't like me for being pretty until I understood that I was pretty because I thought I was ugly growing up.
You thought you was ugly?
I thought I was ugly growing up. And then I'm like, yo, why girls be trying to pick on me for me not doing, I ain't even do nothing. What the fuck? This bitch started something for no reason. I didn't even think I was pretty. I'm telling you, I had complexes growing up.
Right.
You know, so self-love is something that I want to create. Like, love yourself however you look. You know, love yourself because the beauty is within. People ask me, what's your type? My type is, what are we going to talk about? How are you going to sit there and what you going to talk to me about? I don't care how you look. It be the cutest niggas that be the worst.
Right.
The worst. I want nothing to do with cute boys. Nothing to do with cute boys. People look at the people I date and they be like, oh my God, you're too pretty. Shut the fuck up. Do you know this person? Do you know how they are? What do you mean I'm too pretty?
Right.
I hate people coming at me like that and I hate people telling me, oh, why are you associating with these type of people? Listen, everybody deserves a fucking chance.
Right.
Stop judging people because of y'all seeing them and thinking that they're a certain way. It'd be the prettiest bitches. And
Mm-hmm.
you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be the ones covered up, cheating on
Right.
their husbands while they're at work. But then
Right.
me, that I'll be
Oh.
with my cleavage out, I don't even freaking cheat. I've never cheated in my life. But then the
Right.
ones that are buttoned up, and oh my God, they're
Uh-huh.
so quiet and sweet.
The
Yeah, they
fuck?
sucking up. They're sucking the freaking maintenance guy's dick while you're at work. All right, homie?
Right.
Get it together.
How do you feel about Adam 22 and his wife?
Oh, Lena and Adam. Oh, let's go, Lena and Adam. I feel like they gave me the porn video of my life. I think Jason Love will probably be the porn star I'll probably have sex with if I were to do a sex tape. I feel like they have their own understanding of life, and I feel like they look very happy. I mean, with what they're doing. If that's what makes them happy, I'm happy that they're not living for other people. They're living for themselves.
Right. Isn't it not hard to make a whole Jason Love thing happen?
What do you mean?
Like you said.
Oh, I actually hit him up. He said he's down. So whenever I get the balls, whenever my balls drop,
Right.
yeah, I'm going for that.
Right. You're gonna shoot your shot.
I shot my shot already.
You shot your shot.
I already shot my shot.
Now it's all about
The balls dropping.
Right.
And me going for it. You know?
Right. And what's the hesitation?
The right production set, like I said. So if you're watching this right now and you got the right production set for me and Jason Love to create this scene, hit me up.
What does this?
This might be it for 2024.
Right. What does the production scene look like?
Well, what Lena had going on, that looked very good. I mean, I can work with that.
Right.
Yeah, but I want something like make it look like a movie, cause I'm an actress, so I'm gonna act. You know, I'm gonna give you what you want to see.
Right.
So make it look like a movie.
Y'all should reenact the Titanic.
That shit's fire.
There was no sex scene in Titanic.
That's fire.
Facts. You heard it here on Conversation with Zoe.
You feel me?
Y'all two in the Titanic.
Yeah.
You feel me? Some shit like that. You know what I mean?
I'm with it. Like, I would like to like oil his whole body up, oil his whole shit up.
You on your own with
Dick
that.
and
sis.
all.
Well, go ahead.
Dick and all, you know, oil. Yo, that oil. You never had sex oiled up?
I have once.
That shit is
when I
fire.
was overseas. Yeah.
That shit is fire.
Yeah.
That shit, oiled up sex is fire. It's like everything is slipping and sliding. Everything is like, oh my God. The
Right.
sensation is amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Shout out to my brother. Now we're getting into Twitter
Twitter.
or X.
Right? We don't even know what to call it anymore. That's crazy.
2024 smells like money.
It do. Ooh. It do. And this is what I'm telling you. In 2024, it might get this sex scene because it's like
Right.
I'm living for myself. And every day I wake up more and more living for myself. I invested myself recently in a 5-year relationship that turned out to be as narcissistic as it can be.
Right.
So that whole let's grow together shit is like, you got to bring it to me now. I'm not bringing it to nobody. I'm not trying to change nobody. I had this conversation with my daughter yesterday. I ain't trying to change nobody. Like, you got to be in the same, like, you know how people say, let's grow together? I'm already there. I try to bring people there. You got to be there. I'm sorry. You got to be there. I can't bring nobody there.
Right.
I tried that shit.
Who was this man that he was able to be with you for 5 years?
Jamaican Me Happy. Everybody on the gram knows him.
Making me happy.
He was a Jamaican guy. Everybody knows him. Jamaican Me Happy. People be like, the fuck, this nigga's still around?
Right. Okay. I guess I didn't, I guess I didn't go into that.
No, I cleared him out in 2022.
Okay, so that was
a
long time ago.
Yeah. But I'm still single.
Right.
I don't know how people can change relationships every other day like it's underwears.
Right.
I can't do that.
Yeah, that is tough.
I can't do that.
It's crazy. I don't want to tell. I'm gonna tell a bit of this story.
And I got options, right? But
Of
it's like
course.
I keep choosing the wrong guys, right? So
Right.
these options gonna have to show out.
Right.
Tell the story. I want to hear it.
It's gonna be very as vague as possible. But it's
Hit
vague.
me.
I'll tell you the rest off camera.
All right.
But like you said earlier, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Right. My man's he living with his girl. She started moving funny. So there's no way. All right, think about it. You live with your man.
Mm-hmm.
You go out with your girls. You going back home to your parents' house?
No?
Red flag.
What the heck?
Red flag. You better make your ass back
Home
to
to
this
your
bed.
man.
Like, we got a crib
Example,
together.
last night, I went out with my girl. She's married. And before she was going home, our plan was on the ride home, we're gonna smoke, go eat, and then you're gonna go home. She's like, nah, my man's on the way home. I'm gonna meet my man. So when he gets there, I'm getting there. We get there at the same time. She's lit. What does she look like going to her parents' house at that time? The fuck you mean?
Red flag.
When you lit, you go out with your girls. What you want? Where you want to end up? With your man?
Nigga's house.
The
Come
fuck
on.
out of here.
Right? So now you see, like,
Yo.
all right, this is looking kind of happy. Okay, cool. You know, they end up having their indifferences. She has an excuse why she moved back home with her parents.
She had an excuse?
She had
me
an
hear
excuse.
it.
I don't know. I don't want to say because I'm gonna
Off
give
camera.
too much.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
tell you.
yeah.
But she had an excuse. She moved out. He moved out. They left the apartment. She's dating someone in our other homie's friend circle. So it's not like she really went that far.
But this is still this. They broke up already.
They broke up. But this is
recent.
a week or two
Nah,
after.
she was fucking on the
that,
nigga before.
That homie's just like, yo, bro, I went over here with
such and such,
right?
To the point that people still think y'all together.
Right.
Yeah,
All
nah.
that.
Nah.
So now it's looking shaky out there.
It is. It's
right?
shaky.
She's still hitting my mans up though.
That's crazy.
On some what our future's looking like. Yo, all that, right? Her nigga died.
The new one.
The new one. He died.
That's crazy.
What's her next move?
She come back to the...
She tried.
Yeah, I hope
that's different.
Your man's is that nigga.
What?
Your man's is that nigga. You heard? I give it.
I love you, nigga. I love you, bro.
I give it to y'all. You
know
heard?
What I'm saying?
I feel like this is my advice to men. Y'all have to play harder to get.
Right.
I can't stand when men are out here so thirsty. Like yesterday, it don't matter what the fuck I'm wearing. I had this guy looking at me. I had a whole motherfucking hoodie on, bro.
Right.
With sweats. Like, what are you trying to compliment right now, bro? It don't matter. Yeah, but he's looking at my freaking vajayjay through my sweats. Like,
yeah, so
like, bro.
He's overanalyzing.
Exactly.
He's doing too much.
It don't matter what you're wearing. They still gonna do that. And it's
right.
like, you seem thirsty. You think I want to look your way? Ew, you're fucking thirsty.
Right.
Like, I love a nigga that's cocky, stank face. You know what I mean? I want to walk up to you now because, like, why you? You're intriguing.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Can y'all play harder to get, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Listen, she's giving game here. The windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror for a reason.
Not supposed to be looking back. You gotta look forward. And when you look back, look at your ass or something. That's it.
Right.
At the bottom of your shoe, make sure you ain't stepping on nothing stupid.
Right.
You know? Keep it fucking moving though.
Right. If we fucking and you want to fuck around, I hope you use a rubber. It's too many people comfortable with drinking from each other's cups. My mom taught me and my brother to be disgusted by each other's cups, rims, and my mommy, I get it. My brother ain't nasty, but this world, thank you, Mom.
Listen, I just seen a video recently. That's what made me put that. And this guy is fucking with his only one girl. And he gets tested and he comes out HIV positive. And he's showing her the fucking message. Like, and he's like, yo, I just came back from the doctor. And he's crying, you know? And she's like, what's wrong? What, you got COVID? Don't get near me. And he's like, nah, nigga, what the fuck? Look. He shows her his test results. He's HIV positive. She's like, what the fuck? What the fuck, bro? And he's like, yeah, what the fuck? You're the only bitch I'm fucking. And she's like, oh, I gotta call this nigga. He's like, call who? Right. In their bed. Like, he's recording her in their bed. Like, and it's like, damn, that's why I be so disgusted. Like, I don't know how people could just change boyfriend and girlfriends and be okay. Like, I don't know. I want to have intimate sex if I'm having sex. I need foreplay. I need you eating me out. I need to go down on you. I want to have my tongue down your throat. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do that with just anybody. I can't meet you tonight and be all on you or be all over you or take you in my room and, you know, get naked and fuck me raw.
Right.
I want that connection. Right. If you want to go outside and fuck, please please protect yourself, you know? Because I feel like men, it's in them already. They have that drive. They want to fuck. They want to fuck. It's not really an emotional thing like it is for me. Not every girl.
We gotta talk now.
I'm telling you.
We gotta talk.
Because a lot of girls ain't walking with that purpose. A lot of girls ain't walking with God and with them. They walking with, I want that lick back. It's the devil in them talking. Like, I want my lick back. When in reality, you ruining your whole life, ma. Your reputation, you ruining everything.
Listen,
Cheers.
Okay.
I love beers.
Can women be out here sucking and fucking?
Can they? They can. Should they? No.
Right. Should they?
They shouldn't.
So is there... All right.
I leave that to the guys, man. It looks cute for men. For girls, I don't think that should look cute. It look cute for us to be stank and stuck up and walk around looking pretty and untouched. You feel me? Don't touch me. You can look at me, but you can't touch me. I want to walk around naked in these streets, but nobody could touch me. You feel me? That's me. That shit makes me feel beautiful. Walking around naked and you can't touch me? Untouched. You feel me? I feel like that's what us women should represent. But not like, oh, this nigga fucked on, oh, I'm gonna fuck on the next nigga. Oh, I'm gonna fuck on his boy. Ew, you're everywhere. Like, what's wrong with you?
Right. Listen, I still fuck.
You know?
Like, what you gonna
like,
tell
so
me? Like, what you out here saying? I still fuck. That's what, you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about?
Nothing, bro. You mad dumb. Like, y'all look stupid. Yet, niggas do me wrong, huh? You still want to fuck. You still want to fuck. You can't, though. You still want to fuck, but you can't, though.
Right.
Nah.
Honestly, I never say this, but this gotta be one of my best episodes ever.
I love it. I fucking love it. I fucking love it.
Because we so in tune and we in depth. And there's so many things that as a man you can't fly off and say.
No.
That's why you gotta have a woman's touch.
And so many things as a woman you can't say as well. And it's yin yang, bro.
Right. So, you know, we gotta collaborate together, you know what I mean? And really put out the real. Because we from an era that don't exist right now.
I have visions and I saw this coming. Like, I saw this. I saw what we were gonna do here, you know? I told you I'm transitioning.
Right.
I manifest things. I manifested this into my world. We can all manifest everything. It's our secret. It's our power. It's our freaking world. And until we understand that, we're gonna walk around with these shit ass mentalities. I'm gonna get my lick back, or I'm outside. What are you outside celebrating? You living in the motherfucking projects. Why are you walking around with a Chanel bag when you don't even have that in your bank account? What you holding in that bag? I'd rather walk around with a Forever 21 bag. Let me tell you, my bag is in there.
Right. Yeah.
You feel me? With a little plastic too.
Right.
I don't even gotta carry the whole cell phone full of bills. You feel me?
Tap.
A little tap.
Yeah, a little tap.
That's it. You know?
You gonna clear.
I got Apple Wallet. I don't even need to walk around with a bag.
Right.
I just need this device.
Yeah. Love that.
You know? And that shit works worldwide.
First day home, you better shoot up the club.
That's a lyric from a song. It's Sexy Red. It's Sexy Red.
Love that.
I like Sexy Red. I think she's yeah. I feel like she's she represents the girls that are really out here about their business. Like, not standing on business, how they saying, but about their business. Like, she's outside getting her money, you know?
Right.
Like, I don't judge nobody for how they do their things. Like, if you outside selling ass, I don't judge you for that. But you outside selling ass trying to act like a little bougie girl that you don't fucking do that. Because now you're ruining it. This is what you do, and now you're making us seem like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't like that. Sexy Red, I'm not judging you because you out here doing what you do and you talking about it. You standing on fucking business, you know?
My booty hole brown.
My pussy pink, my booty. I got a caption with that.
Yo.
I got a video with that caption.
Yo.
My pussy pink, my booty hole brown. I do. No, it's not the caption. I got it with the audio and I was like, sound on was my caption actually.
Right.
But yeah, I fuck with her, you know? That's a line from one of her songs, her new one.
Wisdom will multiply your days and add years to your life.
Absolutely. Like I said, we have to learn, educate yourself, man.
Right. Going back to my little bro earlier, we were shooting some content. We got some Fat Joe ones, right?
Oh yeah, the Terror Squad, the black ones, yeah.
No, but the other ones, the white and baby blue ones.
Ooh.
And I got them from my cousin. So I got a pair and I got a pair from my cousin. And they had a manufacturing issue. So the right sneaker doesn't have the TS symbol. That's a 1-in-1. So my wisdom and his He's an eBay authenticator.
There you go.
So this motherfucker would know that. I didn't know. I figured I looked out. I got you a sneaker that was, you know what I mean?
No, he got a one-of-one pair.
Right.
He got an
And
exclusive.
what are the odds that out of 3,000 pairs?
Listen, because I get goosebumps. I get goosebumps because what did you just say he is? He's an eBay authenticator.
Right.
Everything comes to you. You bring it. Like I said, it's the secret. It's your power. You know,
Right.
it wasn't gonna land on. It wasn't your shoe, right? It
No,
was his.
it was his.
It was his size, right?
It was his.
Guys, if we only knew how we walk around, we manifest. We bring everything that comes into our life. We bring it.
Right.
I do my vision boards every year.
Right. And so I was waiting to get the word, you know, and they were like, yo, like, this is how you can play the content. Because I didn't want to fly off the wall and say things that I shouldn't say, because those are my family over there. Like, obviously, they look out for me. We do a lot of community work together. Shout out to Fat Joe and the whole Up NYC family.
Put me on. I love
You feel
community
me?
work.
So, yeah, so I
Put me
got
the
you.
fuck on. I'm down to
So-
do whatever it comes to community work. Yes.
I got a great one for you. That's in the art.
Put me. Oh my God. You see what I mean?
It's
You
in the
manifest
art.
and bring
Oh my
everything
God.
you
Yo,
want.
Omar,
Listen, man.
got it.
Listen, man. I'm
listen,
telling you.
My brother, he got a music school out there.
Mm.
They sent kids
Where?
to college and all that in Monte Plata.
Monte.
They send kids to college and everything out there. The only thing they be having trouble with is funding. And I got my man's that he has a record label out here that Post Malone is his artist.
So why are we not getting funding?
But, you know, it's ties, you feel me? Like, you know, I got to go through the politics, you know?
So I got politic ties in Dominican Republic.
Yo, we got to get that. That school on its own already sent kids to college in the U.S.
I got politic ties in Dominican Republic. My uncle's a vice-consul.
Here we go. Omar, I got
Listen,
it.
I was the little girl, 12 years old, rolling around with a flag doing campaigns in DR. I was over here going up and down in the buildings looking for signatures
Right.
for my uncle. Like, I've been in politics world. That's another thing people don't know about me. I've been in the politics world for a minute. That's why
Yo.
I'm very careful when I share things about politics online. I tell people I'm very careful because I really know these subjects. A lot of people just talk and listen to what's going on social media. I've been in
Right.
these subjects for the past more than 15 years. I've been involved in these
Right.
subjects. So I'm not new to this. I'm not social media like, oh, vegan is becoming a trend. Well, it didn't become a
Right.
trend for me because of trending.
Yeah.
It became a trend for me because of medical awareness and
Right.
what I saw.
Real tears just came to my eyes. Like, real shit. Like, Dios es grande. Yo.
Yes. Listen.
real, like,
yes.
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 You never know
Yes.
who could lead you to what.
Yes. Listen, but this is what we're doing. I told you.
Right.
What I told you when I got this is what we do. Like we
Right.
bring to us what we want. It's our world, man.
Right.
People just need to know how to manipulate the world that's ours. Like
Right.
handle the motherfucking world the right way and
Right.
treat it the right way. Because a lot of people don't even treat the world the right way.
Right.
It gives you, give it back.
That's a fact.
Feed the world back. You know.
That's a fact. I would have made a good detective.
That's a fact, yo, because ain't no man cheating on me. That's why I try to tell niggas, like, bro, if you want to go fuck around, tell me. Like, we could go fuck on together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've gave my niggas threesomes, you feel me? Like, I have no fucking problem with that. But Jesus, stop trying to play with my intelligence because it's there. I wanted to be a lawyer, a detective. Like, it's just there,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Don't play with my intelligence.
My pussy is reserved for a real nigga.
What I told you, he gonna have to show out. I'm sorry, but I'm not making you guys anymore. Like, I'm not trying to change you. I'm not trying to. My last guy I told you I invested 5 years in. When I met him, I told him straight up. I said, listen, I'm not outside. I'm outside with a purpose. If I go outside to a club, I'm getting paid. I've been working bartending since I was 17. I never was outside without a purpose. I could never understand bitches celebrating in the same club every fucking weekend,
Right.
looking sweaty as fuck in the same club every. Well, bro, what are you celebrating?
Right.
Your birthday was 7 months ago. What are you here for?
I love you. Yo, you're the greatest, yo. This is fucking great.
You know, so
This
it's
is
like
fucking great.
me personally. No, I'm not doing that shit. When I came into his life, I don't want the club. I want to get money. I want to get real estate. I want to get houses. I want to invest. I want money. I want to secure my future. And I want to travel. I want nature. I like this. I love smoking. I could drink a few shots to get lit, but I ain't crazy about drinking no more. I did my drinking in my time. I quit drinking for like 3 years.
Right.
So when I came back to drinking now, it's like social. I social drink because I was becoming an alcoholic at one point.
Right.
Like I was waking up at 8 in the morning drinking Henny shots out my freezer. You feel me?
Right.
Like We ain't doing that no more, thank God. You feel me?
Thank
Those were
God.
the party days.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
God.
yeah.
We're not doing them shits no more. So when I met my ex, I'm like, yo, this is what I want. I laid everything on the table. He was like, oh, I'm ready for that. I already was outside. I did the outside stage. Bro, pandemic days came in. This man went crazy. This man is like, he just wanted to be outside every day. He wanted to be in the strip club blowing 2-3 bands every day. I'm like, bro, I mean, I know we've been working for 2 years and everybody's inside. And at the beginning, nobody was getting the checks. Everybody was inside. We had bread already because we've been working these 2 years. We don't go out. This man want to be in the strip club, blowing 2-3 bands in one night. You can go. Me, I'm the type of person that we're dating. I like going out with you as a couple. We could go out, have a dinner. We could go out, have some drinks. We could go out to the strip club. I don't like regular clubs. I like the strip club. Because it's like the regular clubs, I feel like everybody's in a bottle competition. I'm not in a bottle competition. I'm here to have fun. So bring me the asses. Let them girls dance on me. Let me drink some shots. Let me treat them to some money. Make sure they make some money and take home. I'm not into the clubbing. Me, in my relationships, like my son's father, my ex, I will tell him, I'll go out one day. The next day, you want to go out again? What the fuck? Like, for what? You could go out on your own. Call me at 5, 6 in the morning when you're getting home if you're hungry. I'll wake up and make you a soup, make you a meal, whatever you want. But I'm not going out every day. Because what am I gaining from that? What's the purpose behind it,
Pushing P.
What's the fucking purpose?
What
the fuck is the purpose behind that
shit?
shit?
This is legendary.
Fucking
legend.
We outside, man. Let me tell you, we outside. Like, nah. So it's like, it's for a real, my shit's reserved for a real one. Like, you gotta be a real one. Don't come over here playing games, think you gonna freaking play with my head, because I'm too grown for that shit. Yeah. Don't come thinking that you're gonna fill my eyes up with some money or a car or a whip. That shit ain't mine. I don't give a fuck what you got. Right. You feel me? I got my own. I don't care what you have. That ain't gonna impress me. Right. What's gonna impress me is who you are as a person. Right. And I need a real one, because I need a real one. I want a real one. You feel me? Right. It's reserved. Ain't nobody hitting it.
Sadly. So I picked some good ones.
Very good ones.
I definitely picked some good ones.
Very good ones.
So sadly, I've only met men in their skirts. And I've been forced to wear their pants and be masculine.
And that sucks. I want to be submissive. I want to be girly. Like I told you, I was like a son to my dad, because like I learned a lot of shit from my father. Right. I feel like I am my father in a woman's body, Like I have very small traits of my mom. Like I look like my mom, but I have very minimal traits from my mother. Like my mom's a very classy lady. I mean, I could cross my legs and everything, you know what I mean? But I'd rather come over here and like sit like a dude. I rarely wear skirts because I like to have my legs wide open, and you're gonna be seeing I rarely wear underwear, so it's like I can't be wearing skirts, Right. And I feel like the men I've met, I haven't met them in their man stage, where a man has to be a man in order for a woman to be a woman.
It's bars.
And when I say I've had to wear the pants, I'm a strategist, And when it comes to business, I told you, this person that I had the business, the LLC way partnership, it's my ex. Like, we're not gonna sit around and do nothing. Yeah, we doing this. Yeah, I'm doing my Instagram shit, but I'm not gonna be young forever. People aren't gonna be in love with my looks forever. Yeah. So what am I relying on? Right. Real estate.
Business.
Cars. Like, I need to find the other thing. So why am I directing you if you're the man? You should be guiding me. I want to follow. I don't want to lead anymore. Like, I've led. And I don't want to do that. I want to submit. I want to be like, yes, daddy. Yes, daddy, whatever you say.
Listen, I haven't said this the whole episode. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, show love, support the content. We're doing great things over here.
That's
We're
a fact.
having real life, meaningful, useful conversation that you can really apply to everyday greatness. And we're here with La Patrona.
No, seriously. Like, a lot of people even ask me, my daughter's father had the nerve to tell me a few days ago, oh, tell your daughter to hit me up, that her father loves her. And I haven't spoke to him about my daughter. Like, I seen him at a burial like maybe 2 years ago. But about my daughter, like having a conversation about my daughter, I leave that up. I bought my daughter a cell phone when she was 6 because I couldn't deal with him telling me to leave my new man for him, come back. Right. So 2 years ago, I saw him, and he hit me up like a month ago, I want to say, saying, "Oh, give your daughter a better example. Let's talk about that. Give your daughter a better example. Let's talk about that because I have a daughter who's in college. She's hold on, because she's like, Ma, you could brag on her career, but it's like it's your neurological med tech or something like that. It's something with neurological science, but it has like these words that I keep forgetting. She every time she tells me, and I'm like, be a better example for your child, dude. My daughter never saw a man coming in and out of my house. I was fully involved in my daughter's school upbringing, making sure she had the education she needed, making sure, like, my daughter walks around in here and I'm very proud of how she presents herself, how she walks in a room, very much ladylike. So this goes to say social media is not the example I'm presenting my daughter. When I opened my OnlyFans, the first person I sat down with and spoke about it was my daughter.
Right.
And I said, yeah, I'm opening this, but that doesn't mean that I'm doing that or, I'm not changing as a person. I'm still the same person I am, the same person, I'm doing this, I'm putting my pictures here, I'm putting my videos here, but this is still who like my principles are still the same.
Mhm.
So as far as example, I have these conversations like with my kids before anybody else, before I present it to the world. It's like, imagine as a parent, let's say Lala Anthony, she has a son. She went on Power. She showed her tits. I'm pretty sure Lala's explaining to her son, I'm on a scene on TV or a series. It's acting.
Right.
This is what I do on social media. I act. Whoever gets to know me in person is going to get to know the real me. On social media, I act. Why? Because I'm an entertainer, one way or the other. Let it be comedy, let it be sexual. I'm an entertainer, and I'm going to keep an audience entertained.
Right.
But as far as giving an example and raising kids, I want to say I'm very proud of the way that I'm doing it, and what I'm putting forward.
Love that. Love that. Love it. I love it. I feel like what he said was from a place of
He's mad at himself. It's not me.
He's-
Got nothing
yeah.
to do with me.
that's all insecurity.
It got nothing to do with
It
me.
got nothing to do with you. And I feel like with self-awareness, you no longer take on everyone else's shit.
Opinion.
I'm such a persistent person. And I want everything. I'm a kumbaya, peaceful. And it's like, bro, I had to really learn to let go. Like, that's cool. I'm gonna make peace. I listen, I'm not gonna talk bad about you. I still love you, but you no longer serve a purpose in my life.
No. And that's fine.
And I'm okay with that.
And people need to understand
And
that.
I can't force a relationship with you. Because that's not the kind of type of time you on with me anymore.
I would tell you a story, but I think I'm gonna tell you off camera because it's a long story and it's about this girl. When I started doing OnlyFans, I think she used that as an excuse to stop talking to me. But the real excuse was the fact that she tried to introduce me to this guy and said, "Oh, he got money. Talk to him." Blah blah. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck if he got money. That shit ain't gonna do nothing for me. That's not gonna. It's not gonna give us a connection.
Right.
A couple months later, she's dating that same guy, but doesn't tell me. But we're Dike close friends, up and down together. But she doesn't tell me. And decides to tell me when she sees me hanging with his ex. And then when I open OnlyFans, stop talking to me, use it as an excuse. But I think that really the excuse was the fact that she was with a nigga that she tried to put me on with. And when I told her, like, oh, he tried to like put his hand on my lap or whatever, completely stop. What I say that to say, a lot of shit that people do, it's really them. It has nothing to do with you. So a lot of times, don't even question the shit that happens to you with people because it might not even have anything to do with you. Now, I don't say if shit keeps happening with different people the same way, then check yourself. But
Right.
sometimes we don't even need to take shit personal that people do because it has nothing to do with us.
Right. My dad was a ruthless man.
He had 15 kids.
Oh, them pep talks were different.
He had 15 kids. My dad had 15 kids. And when I tell you my dad set me up straight, he set me up straight. And the shit that I've been through in life is because I'm supposed to go through them, not because I wasn't prepared for them.
Right.
But it's because I'm supposed to go through them to make me the person that I am.
Do you know your 14 siblings?
No.
Okay.
I don't know my 14 siblings.
How many of the other
4. I don't know.
Oh, only 4 you don't know. So you know the majority.
Yeah, I know majority of them.
All right. Not bad.
I met one of my very close sisters that we're very close with right now. I met her at the funeral.
Wow. Ah, so you just recently met her. Right. Death has the strange things of
My brother, that's my same age, we were 21 when we met.
wow.
My same age. We're months apart. He was born in April. I was born in November.
15 kids. Sheesh.
He was something else.
So what were those conversations like that he would have with you?
My dad was you remind me of my dad. He was a very intellectual man. My dad was a very smart guy. One of the things that I really like to apply to myself is the fact that my dad had the best advices anybody can tell you, but he never used them for himself. So me, I can give you the best advice, and I had an era in my life.
Llévate de mí.
I had an era in my life where I never listened. Like, I would give the best advices, but then I wouldn't follow those advices.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, am I becoming my dad? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Chill, bitch. Learn from yourself. You got good advice. Like, you be talking your shit, you know?
Right.
So, one of the best pep talks I probably had with my dad was probably about domestic violence. Like, nobody should ever put a finger on you. You know what I mean? Like, about my mom, loving my mom and how important your mother is. And I don't remember what I was thinking about that day. I want to remember what I was thinking about that day that I tweeted that conversation.
Right.
Because it's just random things. Like, my brother will remember things more than me because I smoke a lot.
Right.
But he'll remind me of things that I would just be like, Jesus, I'm my father's twin. For real.
Right.
I am my father's twin.
Right. Message to your younger self.
Message to my younger self. Don't worry about what people don't live up to people's expectations. Live up to your own.
Right. Message to young people trying to get in the game.
Trying to get in what game?
I guess this OnlyFans, social media, whatever this
Be yourself
life is.
and don't let nobody dictate who you're gonna be. Like, a lot of these men in social media will want you to go and put a strap on and fuck a man or some shit. If that's not what you want to do, don't do it. If that's something that you want to do, go ahead and do it, you know?
Right.
But don't do something just because of the money.
Right.
Don't let money lead you, or don't let anybody lead you to do something you don't want to do.
Right.
I do on OnlyFans what I want to do. I don't let money dictate what I want to do.
Right.
You know?
What can we shout out? Let's shout out the businesses, the websites. Where can we find you?
You can find me on official Queen Patrona on X, Queen Patrona on Instagram, Queen Patrona with three A's at the end on Instagram as well. That's the backup. Queen Patrona on OnlyFans, Facebook. I don't really use Facebook, but I should because
those Facebook reels hit.
Yeah, I need to start back on.
Yeah. I'm a following you on Facebook.
I'm gonna go back.
My Facebook reels be hitting.
I'm gonna go back on Facebook.
I almost hit 1 million on the Facebook reels.
Yeah, my boy Darius. Shout out to Darius. I appreciate friends like that tell you things that are really going on, because a lot of people in this industry, they want to see you do good, but never better than them.
Shout out to my son Fab. He said that.
Yeah, they want to see you do good, but never better than them. And that is so real, because it's like, God damn, I am me. And that's why people keep loving me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And a lot of people try to keep up with image.
Right.
And what do people like? I'm not here for what people like. I'm going to be me. You're going to either like me or you're not. And you don't have to like me. I'm not for everybody. You feel me?
Right.
And that's my problem when I encounter other people that want to stay in the loop. I mean, I could tell you a name right now, a bitch that she gonna know who the fuck I'm talking about. There's a lot of shit that she says she don't suck dick. I see her in interviews now talking about the best thing she likes to do is suck dick. Bitch, you know I love sucking dick. You don't like sucking dick. But now, since you know people love the fact that I say I love sucking dick, you want to talk about you love sucking dick. You told me you don't suck dick.
Right. Right.
The fuck? You feel me? So it's like, man, I don't know. Be yourself. Be yourself, and that's what's gonna get you liked. That's what's gonna get you loved. And if you don't have a persona to be liked or be loved, work on yourself, because we all should be loved. We are all ourselves. We all are unique. We should all be loved. So if you feel like there's something about you that shouldn't be loved, maybe you have to work on something. Maybe you have to work on your attitude. Maybe you have to work on your delivery. You know, I had to work on my delivery. I had issues with my delivery. You know, I'm aggressive as fuck. A lot of people don't take what I say easy.
Right.
And if I am telling you, hey, you're doing this wrong, I'm doing it out of love. Because if I didn't give a fuck, I'm not telling you.
Right. Yeah, that is.
Be yourself. That's my advice.
I'm saying, listen, lock in, tap in. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment. We're doing great things over here. Amazing content, you know.
Amazing vibe. I gotta say, amazing vibe, amazing welcoming.
Thank you.
Definitely smooth. Yeah, like this was it. Like I feel like we put out a message. Like, you know, we delivered. We came to deliver and we delivered.
Yeah, tons of awareness. You get to feel every emotion in this episode, from losing a parent to reminiscing on Dyckman, to learning and growing and parenthood. I'm a father, you know, so all of the above was touched on this from all ages.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful thing, you know?
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, 170 plus episodes in.
Dope.
You know?
What number am I?
I want to say like 176, 177.
Wow.
Like that. 172 just came out this week. 173. Alexis Morgan is Wednesday.
I fuck with Alexis Morgan. Shout out to Alexis.
Yeah.
I can't wait. 2 Latinas to get together and collab. We've been working on this shit. Me and her. Big boobies. So we definitely gonna have this. We gonna make this shit happen. Shout out to the Fan Bus. Alexis Morgan is a host on the Fan Bus.
Right.
They've made my platform grow very much. I love their crew. Shout out to Dame and Alexis, both of them.
Right.
Very cool ass people. Shout out to the Content House Miami is also a platform that I've been growing on a lot with. They have a house in Miami if anybody needs to go and do content in.
Right.
I don't know who else can I go ahead and shout out right now that I'm really fucking with, really fucking with like that. We're gonna shout out Galletas in Miami because every time I touch down, that's who I get my style from. So yes.
Right. I love that. Shout out to my guy Jesus, man.
Oh yes, that's the plug. That's the plug.
That's my brother right there, man. That's my heart. You know what I mean? We met in college, 2011. And that's been my brother for years, you know, so.
He's a family friend. Yeah. He's more than a friend. He's family.
Yeah.
We was together last night. He was supposed to be over here with me today.
Yeah, bitch ass nigga.
Word. You was supposed to be here today. I hope, I know already which question he asked that was your question. Yeah. But I said you wasn't even supposed to get a question out here if you wasn't going to be here.
Yeah. He gave me 2.
He said it.
But listen, he's still serving a purpose because he's at an MLB dinner.
Okay.
And we working on some corporate giving. So, you know,
okay.
I need him to find out who that plug is.
Right. And we know he the plug.
He the plug.
He the plug.
Yeah.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all stay tuned, tap in with us. And this has been a pleasure.
The pleasure's been mine. Thank you so much for having me.
Always.
Thank you.
Peace and love, world. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, support the channel, show your love. You know what I'm saying? We have a great conversation week in and week out. You never know who's coming. You never know what we're going to do. But at the end of the day, it's all about peace and love. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment.